You're going to be playing a league with CFT Sock's RataBlade list that they top 8'd the regional championship with. This is very, very cool deck. One of the big things it's trying to do is use Blade of Shared Souls to copy legends. When Blade copies an Atsushi or an Owl, you get its death trigger, which is pretty sweet. You get to dig or make treasures or do owl things. And when you have RataDrabic in play, you gets even better, because not only do you get the death trigger, but the legend that you just summoned that just died comes back. And there are actually infinite combos you can do involving this. So if you have if you make 2 RataDrabics using Blade of Shared Souls, then suddenly when your Blade copies an Atsushi, you get infinite mana. Or when your Blade copies an Owl, you get to play basically every card in your deck. This deck has a lot of wild, weird combos. I'm not expecting to play it perfectly. We're just trying to see if it feels good. See if it's interesting, whether I want to put in the effort to learn it properly. So don't expect perfect play, but it seems very fun. Seems very fun. The plastic shinies, they don't look like that at all. That's fair. I kind of get that, but I don't know. There's still something about the old border that speaks to me. Even if it is like is uglier than new border. I'm gonna quickly, whilst we wait to be paired, go look at the combos that exist. So how does it work? I believe how it works. So you have Blade, RataDrabic, and Atsushi. This seems fine. Removal spell. Corpse Appraiser to cast. Post removal spell we'll keep. Quaint parentheses affection. That's a good way. That's a good descriptor for old border. Hell. It's certainly quaint. Alright, let's do this. Fable is fantastic. Alright, so you have Blade, RataDrabic, and Atsushi. You equip Blade to any other creature. And you target... Oh no, we're against the stupid domain deck. I don't respect the domain deck very much. But I'm certainly willing to believe that it's probably a pretty tough matchup for us. So we can try and combo them. Oh, hey Kiyashi. Oh wow, they missed that land drop? That seems pretty good for us, gotta say. If I discard a Corpse Appraiser, I get some fuel in the yard for the other Corpse Appraiser. That has to be reasonable, right? Keep a go for the throat, because we're going to need a way to push through an Atraxa eventually, maybe? Maybe that's just loose. Maybe Go for the Throat's just too bad to keep hold of. Alright, for now we're definitely gonna cast our dragon. The dragon in play, Blade becomes any 4-drop. Okay, we have another binding, sure. I guess they didn't just like bind our token if they were gonna miss that land drop. Okay. Rude. So if I attack, I can cast the other dragon. Oh, this only copies my things? Okay, so we can't kill the binding with it. Yeah, let's just make another dragon. Seems good. So one of the big appeals of this deck is that even though you have the combo stuff going on, you're also just a pretty good mid-range deck. Because all your owls and Atsushis are like really hard to answer, but our opponent's deck's pretty well set up to answer them because they have leyline binding and laydown arms. So definitely gonna make things a little bit tougher for us. What do I want to do here? I could just do a Blade of Shared Souls and hope they don't have another binding. Or I could go like Corpse Appraiser. Try and hit my land drops. Casting a Fable could be pretty good too. I'm just gonna Fable for now. We already need the combo stuff. So I believe the theory of CFT's deck creative is you're good at playing the mid-range deck game against the other mid-range decks. But then when you play against something like Atraxa decks, you know, Reanimator or whatever, you have the option of comboing so that they don't just beat you with a pile of like better haymakers. I really do feel like I want to keep hold of this. I feel like killing an Atraxa could potentially matter quite a bit. Maybe that's short-sighted of me, but like maybe I should just be digging for more threats instead. But I feel like this is pretty good. I could Blade of Shared Souls. I feel like I am pretty happy just to fire off a Corpse Appraiser. Then if my opponent has Depopulate, this is going to be really nice to have him play. Ooh, Bankbuster, Harvester, Mountain. It's definitely not Harvester. I think it might be Bankbuster. Mountain's fine too, because then it lets me double spell next turn. Take Bankbuster, it helps us grind. They have a lot of stuff they have to answer, so they're not going to be able to like kill us very quickly. We have time to actually draw some cards. Restoration of Iganjo, sure. I mean, they're dying pretty soon here. I'm gonna put them to 3 this turn. Oh, that is pretty fantastic draw. Alright, let's just cast another Corpse Appraiser and keep open, make disappear. Ignore, good to see you. I feel like land is actually pretty interesting here with Bankbuster in hand. Maybe I'm just meant to take a blade instead, but this seems fine. Sacking the dragons to make disappear is actually a little bit sick. The fact you can do that, save them from exile removal. Still get the death triggers off them. Depopulate. So if I counter this, they can pay for the counter. I think I let this resolve though, because then Owl will probably hit creature that can kill them. And we get to make disappear to protect it. I guess I can actually just outright counter this, right? I can kick this. Yeah, I should probably just do that. I just do casualty 1. And I sack the reflection because my other creatures are both lethal. Nice. Got there with the fair beatdowns, I guess. 5/4 flyers, huh? Right, so we're against Domain. So I assume Duress is pretty good. Negate is pretty good. Bankbuster is maybe fine. Loran is maybe fine. Don't know how I feel about War Whip. Looks like it might be okay. Like a bunch of pretty good stuff to board in, and then like this stuff, which is great. Definitely don't want to cut down. I feel like the blood type harvester I'm kind of torn on. I don't know how often the fair beatdown gets there. Obviously, any game where it does get there is going to involve harvester. Definitely can trim on go for the throat. Feel like I want a couple Loran because they have Leyline Binding. I don't really understand this concealing curtains, I have to be honest. Does anyone get this one? Kind of want to take this one out just to make room for like a Bankbuster. I feel like Bankbuster's probably, it's like pretty slow, but it's probably good here, right? It's better than Sarah Angel, it already is. Oh, Destroy Evil's sick actually. It also just kills Atraxa. No, this was in CFT's list, the Concealing Curtains. I don't fully understand it. I assume the idea is that when you combo off, you get to discard the sweeper from their hand or whatever. I don't know. Very peculiar to me. Oh, you can hit them with a free drop with an owl trigger? Okay. Try this, I guess. Sounds weird. Maybe you're meant to board out a Corpse Appraiser. Because all their removal exiles, it's like really hard to cast Corpse Appraiser on turn 3. You only get to cast it turn 4 if you have Fable or Harvester. Alright. Get down this. So I assumed the reasoning on that card, Sales, was that when you combo off and draw your whole deck, you then get to use it to discard a card from their hand. So it's like you have like a duress in your deck game 1. But I don't know. I don't know if that's actually the thinking. Pretty scared of Wandering Emperor here, but I guess I meant to attack. Alright. We do want second white mana, so I guess we do this. Surely the rest is just better though. I mean, the rest doesn't block against the aggro decks. I don't necessarily disagree with you, by the way, but what? This is wild to me. They just made a 2/2. They could have just traded off, and if we counter them, they don't. That means I don't resolve Fable anyway. I don't understand. I don't understand opponent waiting there, but sure. Puzzling. Puzzling. Kind of feel like all of these cards are great. And like, I don't really want to discard any of them. Like, I wouldn't mind a counterspell, I guess, but like, I think I'm just into all of this. Love to not need the Fable cycling. Whenever an opponent doesn't discard a card to Fable, I just feel like, how can I possibly win? They just already have everything they need. Alright. Let's get one of these friends down, I guess. I kind of want to save the Ratted Rabbit, since we don't have many of them in the deck. Yeah, that's a binding. Luckily we have Destroy Evil. Assume I'm meant to try and Destroy Evil that on their end step. I guess if I drew an untapped land, I would Destroy Evil it now. Interesting draw. I could just blood this away, but I think I'm fine casting it because we have Reflection in play, which is gonna like deal with these samurai pretty well. Then we just destroy this on their end step. Hope they don't have a counterspell. Briefcase is so sweet with Restoration. I've never seen that interaction before. That's very cool. the damage. Alright, let's get rid of this binding. Get myself a dragon. Hope they don't have one of their 7-drops in hand. Okay, so first things first, cast this Blade of Shared Souls. Copy Owl, can see what we grab, I guess. Keep this. This dies. Look at the top 7 cards. We can take. Feel like. This is actually really interesting. I feel like it's not Loran. We could try and cut them off a 7-drop with Loran. That feels like a bit of a losing battle to me. Could take Fable. That's like fine. I don't want the Bankbuster. It's definitely like, I mean, it's the cheapest card, which is pretty unexciting. I kind of just feel like I want the card that grinds the most here. Then we're gonna attack Owl at Wandering Emperor. I feel like I just... Yeah, I'm gonna miss out on some damage by sequencing it this way. Guess. I do wonder if I was meant to Loran the briefcase, but I feel like if they're untapping and spending their turn drawing 3 cards, they're just gonna fall really far behind. To like everything we have going on right now. So I don't know that destroying the briefcase actually matters at all. Yeah, Fable's pretty good at grinding. That's true. I guess I'm like cautious about a sweeper. Like if the sweeper blows up the token off the Fable, that like slows down Fable quite a bit. Oh, this citizen token's so sick with depopulate. That's so cool. I kind of want to kill this instead of the free. Is that weird? Oh well, is pretty bad for us right now. I agree. Yeah, I can get rid of this one. Just like cautious of depopulate. It's true, Banditos. Owl is just like incredible card. It's kind of wild. It doesn't see more play. Like mono white barely even plays it. They are drawing 3 cards. Sure. I am wondering, maybe I was meant to get the Fable because it gives us the 6 mana to go RataBlade plus Blade. This is fine though. Go copy this, kill this, and just draw some cards. Not overcommit into a farewell. We don't really care about we don't really care about them resolving the herd migration too much, because we're mainly attacking in the air right now. Oh, this is kind of cute. You can go Fable, copy a thing, equip with Blade, get an owl trigger. Obviously, I just want to kill this turn instead, but it's a very cute interaction to know about. Yeah, it's very conceivable. I would be surprised if they don't have Farewell. And we're not able to kill them this turn, so I should just, like, chill. Be happy with the fact we're pretty far ahead on board. Keep drawing cards so that we can recover from a sweeper. Like, obviously we don't really care about a depopulate at all, but... Alright, it's a ley line binding. That's fine. That's all they're doing. I don't really care. I'm gonna exile my Fable. That's rude. Alright. Four. This. Wait, what? Alright, chat. Does anyone know what creature type you're meant to name of Secluded Courtyard? I'm a little clueless, I'm gonna be honest. Whatever you need at the moment. Okay, cool. Cool. You likely say spirit. We should attack the Bankbuster in, I guess, and hope it doesn't die? Question mark. Oh, I'm silly. I should play Owl, crew this, kill this, and then attack. Because now they get to keep Wandering Emperor around, which is like probably not going to matter too much. Oh, they're just letting her die. Cool. I assume we're rummaging this away, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Ooh, I could get a RataBlade in play and have 2 of them, right? Cast this, equip this here, copy this. Oh, nice job, Grocery. Oh, countering it. I mean, that's fine with me. Let's just blood this. Oh. 2 cards in hand. Honestly, not super far from threatening the combo too. Have to play safe. Elephants. Right. Fighting. Let's... 7 mana for Owl plus Equip is important. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point. Yeah, maybe the 7th banner was like too good. Right. I think this is the plan. I hold Bankbuster on defense, hold open the gate. If they don't do anything I care about, I get to draw a card. They put me to pretty low. With the tools we have, we can survive their next attack. So it's like fine. I probably have to counter that. Alright, they're hellbent. We currently beat their board. So I think I cannot combo here, right? I believe. Because I have Owl instead of Atsushi. So probably just say go. And hope they don't draw removal. Yeah, there's no way to go infinite from 1 Owl trigger. That's kind of what I figured. Okay. But we're not dead. We only go to 1. And then we probably kill them next turn if they don't draw something good here. They almost can't even attack us. Like, they put me to 1, but they lose 2 beasts and just like... Alright, and they're going for it. It's kind of awkward if they sweep me, but also not really, because our creatures replace themselves. I need a combat trick, yeah. That would get me. I mean, Wandering Emperor would have killed me there. The herds, they do be migrating. They really do. We really do. Alright, so I believe I make a token. I crew this. Very carefully tap this scary battlefield forge. Equip the pilots. The pilot becomes a RataBlade. So that we have 2 of them. Yeah, it could become an owl. I think it works out better to make it become RataBlade. I think we get more looks that way. Because now we're going to get 2 owls when this... Oh no, I guess it doesn't... Maybe it doesn't matter. Regardless. Do this. Comes this. Keep this. Look at the top 7. Get 2 tokens. That's not sushi. That makes things nice and easy. Equip a token owl. It becomes sushi. I did get to do the thing. This is sick, but also I have 5 minutes, so I have to play really fast apparently. Make some treasures. What's the purpose of... Is there a purpose to having 2 RataBlades? Does it make the combo easier, or is it just exclusively that it makes your board insurmountable? I really want to be able to win through a sweeper. It feels like not actually hugely helpful right now. Oh, make the original owl big enough to attack for lethal. That's so many fucking clicks. Oh my god. This is a nightmare. Save me. I'm not gonna do this in time, yo. This deck is not very playable in Magic Online. Only need +8 power on owl? Why is it only plus... I guess they're on 13, right? Yeah. That makes sense. I keep this. You're getting there. This is exhausting. Why am I playing this deck? Okay, we won. We did it. I mean, that was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. If you get to plus 14, it can attack through the beasts. This is true. To the extent that that matters, it is true. They conceded. Alright, we did it. I need to play this deck a lot faster, apparently, but we did it. I'm gonna run some ads real quick to get rid of pre-rolls. Whilst I'm running ads, I'm also gonna quickly plug all the various things. I have a YouTube channel where I've been uploading all my VODs. So if you miss a stream, or there's a deck you want to go check out, you can go subscribe to my YouTube channel and check it out there. I have a Patreon where I've been uploading my writing. I'm uploading I've been putting up some writing there like once a month or so with deck guides, sideboard guides, and all that good stuff. And you can submit viewer deck lists for me to play. We actually have a viewer deck list happening tomorrow. Nor donated for me to play a different version of RataBlade tomorrow. That seems much more scary to me than this, which is impressive. So, yeah. Check out Assorted Things. I'm gonna hop into the next match. Also, thank you everyone for watching. Reminder that if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch Prime subscription. So, neat. I require food. It's so wild. So I guess all you need to combo off is RataBlade, Katsushi, and Blade. And one creature. Very convenient sales, indeed, indeed. Based on how long that match went, I'd be a little bit surprised if I got through the whole league today. We're gonna try our best. I get the impression this deck is very slow and grindy. Even when it isn't comboing. It's kind of wild that we won that game though. I guess they never resolved like an Atraxa, but they had so much removal. Please give me an opponent Magic Online. Pairings have definitely slowed down a little bit now that the regional championships are over. I guess also people are awaiting the new cards, which are going to shake up the format a little bit. Quite a bit. Does anyone know what day it is that the new cards hit Magic Online? I think it's like middle of next week, right? '18th or no? Oh, 18th. Okay, cool. That's days. So Friday is 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. So it's Tuesday. Cool. So from like Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm mainly gonna be drafting until the Pro Tour happens, I believe. And I'll just be doing standard testing offline with the couple people I am preparing with for the PT. I was gonna prepare on my own, but decided to actually prepare with a couple other people. It seems sensible. Very small team this time. Kind of suits me, honestly. Draft. I do really love drafting on stream. I also find drafting on stream is a really helpful way for me to learn the format quickly. At least the first few drafts. I think I'm pretty bad at... Like, I think I've become quite good at drafts once I've got a few under my belt. I have seen things play out. But at least the first few drafts, I really struggle with card evaluation. It's actually been like legit helpful that Twitch chat's like, no, really, you should not be passing that card or whatever. Because of everyone having been to their pre-releases. Holy shit, give me an opponent. Please. Please, Moto. I beg of you. What on earth is this deck? Oh, you haven't heard about RataBlade, Shay? This CFT sock top 8'd a regional championship with this deck, Shay. It's sweet. It's just like Grixis midrange with an extra color. Except you have an infinite combo in the deck for if your opponent's doing unfair things. Do you get early access? Nah, I don't play Arena, so I will not be doing an early access stream. I stopped playing Arena like a bit over a year ago, I think. Put 4 Owl in your deck would be high on your list. Exactly. That's basically the reasoning CFT went with. Dumb. Card is just like really messed up against the red-black decks. / really messed up. No asterisk. Spiritual return of Jeskai Black. Grixis White, indeed. Right, Grixis. What a messed up deck it was. I never got to play with Jeskai Black. I took a break for a few months when Jeskai Black was big. And then when I came back, I think it was after the bannings and rotation and everything. I never actually got to play with it. I think the like 2 events I played in that time period, I just registered Band Company. Which I did love. Band Company was great. Miss Marty Green. I miss Oops or Rhinos. I never played it, but I love that it existed. When we had fetches and standard. May it never happen again. It was a very cool and wild experience once, and I'm fine leaving it at once. I just love that someone won a Grand Prix back then with like a 64 card deck, and they were arguably correct to have played 64 cards because of fetch lands. It's just like ridiculous. You play an arena? Nah, I prefer this. Also, please don't call me that. This is fine, I guess. Cool. I know there are people who really enjoy Arena, but I find it very expensive and really dislike a lot of the ways it tries to manipulate you. Whereas Magic Online just lets me play Magic whenever I want and isn't going to guilt trip me if I decide to not play it for a week or two. I kind of have to save this to be able to cast Owl, right? I guess I'm casting Harvester this time. I wonder if I was meant to hold Curtains, play Xander's Lounge on 1, go 2 into 3, and then play Curtains on 4 so they can't kill it in response to me activating. Oh, they draw a card. What? This card's so bad. Why are we doing this? Like, I get it. I get why it's in the deck, but what? I mean, I guess it's what I'm doing. I'm gonna activate this Curtains and I'm gonna like it. Wonderful. So we can get rid of any card and it gets replaced. The cut down seems very bad right now. Kind of want to get rid of this Gix's command. And kill this. I'm not convinced attacking them really matters, and blocking kind of does. So... Yep. I feel like medium dead right now. I feel like I could do with that's such a fantastic draw. We can get rid of their stupid Transmogrant before we play our 4th land. That was not close the best draw in the deck. It's like the only thing in the deck that kind of gives me a chance here. It feels like, okay. Oh, I would love a Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Sounds excellent. This Transmogrant is a beating. You have to like set up to kill and exile it in the same turn somehow. Or find something with 4 toughness. But that only like barely helps. Oh, they did discard the cut down, so we know none of their hand now. Right, we have to kill Reflection this turn. Good draw. This has to name Spirit in case we draw Owl. We could almost Blade copy this, exile this, if we could only get this off out of play this turn. If only this Go for the Throat was like a cut down. Kind of want to Loran this. And just play a Harvester, I guess. It would be really nice to get my Fable going. I just don't know if I really have time. Oh, you can't get ETBs with Blade? Oh, you're right. Heck. This feels like a strange way to do things. Considering I literally have Loran in hand. Maybe it's just incorrect. I feel like I really need to find myself a dragon soon. And Fable is how I do that. I feel like casting a Blood type Harvester is not going to accomplish anything, and I'd rather just have it as Fable fuel. Right, I go to 4. 3 even. I die to invoke. Or kind of anything, really. Yep. Oh my god. How do I have any outs? I guess Loran answers these two. We do have outs. It's technically a dragon, it's true. Both technically and actually. Oh, the problem is Loran costs me a life and then I die to this. Fuck. Might actually have to discard the Satsushi. There's an untapped white source. Okay. Oh, the Blade of Shared Souls doesn't do anything though. I need to blood away this Xander's Lounge and get very lucky. Nope. Alright, got run over by transmigrants. We are against Rakdos. Not completely clear to me how we board here. Loran is quite good against Rakdos. Bankbuster is weirdly good at blocking. I feel like Go for the Throat was just fully embarrassing there. But the problem is, they post board, they're going to have Shouldered and the 6/6 flyer, so we kind of need answers to that. Maybe Destroy Evil is just a better answer. Is this the matchup where we board out the combo? Maybe. We just try and be a better mid-rangey deck. Like, we could just take out this stuff. Was that something CFD was doing? Was CFD boarding out the combo? Yeah, just your first. What? Interesting. These splashes I keep trying out in mono white have gotten really intense indeed, Mike. Indeed. Take out curtains, bring in Kixers. Yeah, I think we just take out the combo here. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe RataBlade is still good even without the combo. Since it isn't cut down or whatever. Could try out this. I don't know how I feel about this approach, but I mean, the combo is not for these matchups. I don't know if that means it's fine to just take it out of the deck entirely, but kind of feels that if we actually cast dragons on curve, we should be pretty well set up to grind against them. So really want to cycle this. I'll just play my Blackleaf Cliffs. First Bankbuster. Please don't be Bankbuster. Extract the truth. Yes, we're losing our dragon. What's the other mode on this? I don't think I've seen this card see play. It's interesting. It's probably pretty good against mono white, right? Must be pretty good against mono white. Bankbuster, beautiful. That's absolutely what we want to do with our turn. Makes their Bankbuster a lot less scary. Hasn't seemed very good. Yeah, 2 mana is a lot. It is interesting though. Ooh, make disappear. Fantastic draw. What can we not cast at the moment? We can already do our dragons. Maybe I put it on vampire then. Instead. To make it easier to go double blue with make disappear plus corpse appraiser. Then we just sit go, we can draw 2 cards if they do nothing we care about, or we can make disappear and draw a card. Oh, you bought out both Rata and all but one blade. Interesting. You just like having a single blade as like some late game grind ability. Able. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. Ooh. Unfortunately, they can return this, so I cannot do the corpse appraiser thing. It's pretty annoying. Okay, fully punished for not just playing my land last turn. Cool, cool, cool. Good talk, good talk. Yeah, transmogrants seem really good against us, which is very surprising to me. Not something I would have expected, but they are giving me some trouble. I think I just have to take the land, right? Instead of the owl. Then I just say go. Pretty annoying to not kill this Fable. But I really want to have Make Disappear open. The Transmogrant even gets to attack into the dragons really well, right? This card seems legit, just very scary. I wonder if you need like some way to exile them. Maybe you need to play Anoint with Affliction to help against Transmogrant. They just got one card, so they're pretty happy with their hand. Yeah, I agree, Sales. Definitely agree with that. Attacking with the Transmogrant. I mean, I guess I can block with Bankbuster. They get to return and make it a 4-2. But like, probably just still want to block. I think Corpse Praisers do a decent job. I feel like if opponent's patient with their mana, they just get to always keep the activation open is the problem. And you can't put them in the yard with Go for the Throat, so it's really hard to actually get the Transmogrants in the yard at the right point in time. Gix's command. This is pretty sick. Oh, we also just can't kill Bankbusters very easily unless we draw Loran. What am I doing here? Do I want to just cast to Go for the Throat? We were just like gonna really struggle to attack into these things. I just have to use my mana at the moment. And then I think I'm gonna be casting my dragon. I'm worried if I attack with Bankbuster, they just take it and then swing back for way more. I feel like my Bankbuster is probably staying home. Lifelink on Gix's command could be very good here. Maybe I was meant to not go for the throat because we had Gix's command to answer the 2-2. No banks for you tonight. I just have no idea what you ever do against this. Taking 4. Graveyard Trespasser. Yeah, we could Gix's command to be able to block Transmogran, that's true. I'm gonna get to exile Owl, which is actually really annoying because now my Corpse Appraisers don't do anything. Right, let's destroy this. Another Bankbuster. Kind of want to run out the RataBlade so that if my Sushi dies, I get a replacement. Like, really rough to be missing land drops here. I think this is the best option we have. Get in there, zombie wizard. Comes back as a 2-2, right? The 2-2 can still block, I suppose. I don't know. I feel like this kind of sucks, but it gets a creature in the yard with a Corpse Appraiser. So yes, I'm just doing it. What is this? They are killing the RataBlade. They have 4 mana open. So we cannot meaningfully make disappear it. We just have to make treasures. That feels so heinous. Oh, we could have tapped them out, maybe. Oh, that's a really cool idea, Gwen. I didn't think of that. To tap them out for Corpse Appraiser, yeah. Huh. feel like making treasures with Atsushi here is just like admitting defeat. So I guess we'll exile 2 cards. Guess I just try and use my mana efficiently. Oh, what? Atsushi lets you play both of the cards you exile? Okay, that makes us look a lot more unlucky for the cards we hit, but that's kind of sick. I feel like a lot of these kinds of effects force you to choose one or the other. Rest me. Guess. Ability's quite good if you don't hit 2 lands. It really is. Well then. Guess I'm going to 8. I feel like if I was to seriously consider playing this deck, I would want at least 2 actual answers to Transmogrant in my sideboard. I feel like this game would have been pretty trivial if we were just able to exile this card. Like, I don't really know what my opponent would have been able to do then, because all my cards are just generating more value than theirs. As is, it is pretty hard. What is a good answer to it? Nightmare of Affliction is the go-to, as I understand. Some people play Flame Blessed Bolt, which seems kind of stinky to me. But it's obviously less mana. Yeah, it's worse against Esper. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not clear it's strictly worse against Esper. It's much better against specifically the card Fadia. But it's definitely a bit worse. God, Go for the Throat's such an embarrassing Magic card sometimes. There are no creatures in the yard. Yes, I'm just gonna say go. And be very much in the abyss. Shouldered. Okay, we actually have the answer for that. Well, they're just gonna swing with everything. I'm gonna get run over here. So I have 4 blockers. I really have to save this go for the throat for Shieldred. I cannot use it yet. I want to go 4/4 here. 3/3 here. So if I do this, I go to 2. It's not great, but does leave me alive. You can't sack Harvester, it's sorcery speed only. The card's already good enough as it is. Alright. Hanging in there, kind of. It must be stronger. I have to try and kill them at some point. I guess that's future Rain's problem. Now we try and survive. What if there's a way for me to have tapped differently to be able to Harvester as well? Probably not. I really don't want to go to 1. Maybe it doesn't make much of a difference there. Sorcery speed is like reach for Twitch chat. Well, poo. Oh, this matchup, at least as the deck's currently built, feels pretty tough. I just don't know how you beat this card. Like, I feel like the matchup would still be kind of tense if this card didn't exist, but this card just feels wildly unbeatable as the deck's constructed. Like, you really have to hope you can try and Corpse Appraiser it in the first, like, 3 or 4 turns. Time is it? 6. I'm gonna do one more match with this deck, I think. I'm gonna run a short ad break, get rid of pre-rolls, and then we're gonna hop into our next match. the record so far, we are 1-1. We beat Domain, where the deck looked very impressive. And then we just lost to that red-black deck. Where, like, I don't know, the deck felt fine. Just really needs an way to answer Transmogrant properly. Oh, have a nice lunch, Sophia. I must say, having mainly played the white mid-range decks, it's a really surreal playing a deck that Transmogrant's actually good against. It's just like the most embarrassing card in the world against those decks. Mulligan. Keep. Get rid of the Battlefield Forge and sign me up. This slightly awkward hand. Mono red. I feel like if opponents on mono red, this hand might struggle a bit. Cruelty of Gix, does it target? Sorry, I just had a random thought. There's a reason for me wondering this. Target opponent, amazing. So that means the new white hexproof card that's getting printed protects you from Cruelty of Gix, which means you can use it to protect like your Kaya or your Loran or whatever that's in hand and be able to still answer their Atraxa / Cruelty. That's kind of neat. And obviously it also just like helps against duress. Yeah, I'm curious to talk to them about it. That's interesting, Sales. Thank you for looking into that. Probably at some point this evening. I'll send them some messages and be like, hey, how did you do this? I don't understand. I need to know. This is aggressive. Rise to the bottom, sure. Gonna go to 11 here. Ooh, reinforced Ronin. Alright, well, don't really love casting vanilla free, but it's what we're doing, so you know, fun times. If they don't have a lightning strike, it actually blocks pretty well here. Strong chance our next appraiser will have an ability. We can but hope. I guess if it doesn't, we just cast a Blade of Shared Souls as an appraiser. Oh, you have to target creatures? Cool. Alright, putting us to 7. They left a card on top. We're dead. There's no way they don't have lethal if they left something on top. Yep. The final card in hand is Ronin. They're going to put me to 6. We block here and go to 2. Yeah, and then they haste the Ronin for lethal. Alright, well this hand was a bit awkward against mono red. We kind of knew that the moment we knew what they were on. Cut down seems excellent. Gix's command seems like it's probably pretty good too. Loran is heinous. Destroy Evil is also pretty bad. I want Nightclubber. It doesn't actually kill very many things, but I guess it's probably... honestly, we might want Bankbusters. Just as blockers. Has to be better than Blade. I assume RataBlade and Blade are pretty stinky. There's no world in which Destroy Evil ever actually kills with free haste, realistically. I don't know, I guess we're keeping in some of the combo. The combo is probably not actually that bad. Because it can... like, help us kill them before they draw into burn spells. Maybe there's a world in which we actually want duresses instead. That sounds so bad. This is... I mean, it's kind of just... I don't know. I'm growing increasingly suspicious of this deck, but we'll see. I don't really see how you beat mono red with this deck. It feels like we're basically playing Grixis against them, except we don't have like Shieldreds, and we have a lot less removal. And a lot less in the way of sweepers. Wow, no 1-drop. What? That is wild. They must have a very slow hand. The deck runs like 12 1-drops. Yeah, it's possible, Prometheus. That might be what's happening. Like, I feel like adding white cards to this deck gives you extra ground against the other mid-range decks, but it has to hurt you against mono red and infect. I guess soldiers, but people don't really play soldiers at the moment. It's surprising. Soldiers always seems really sweet to me. I don't see why it doesn't see more play. Oh, Doug Sluggins with the raid. Thank you so much for that raid, Doug. Appreciate it. Hope you had a great stream. I should make the Sweet Soldiers deck next. Maybe. I'm number 1. Aw, you're sweet. Thank you. To everyone joining us, we're playing some RataBlade. Pretty sweet standard deck. You believe Infect is a great matchup and you just try to dodge red. Interesting. Oh, by the way, CFT. I faced Rakdos. It felt like the matchup... Thank you for the shout out to Doug Sluggins, by the way, whoever did that. I faced Red Black, and it felt like the matchup would have been pretty fine, except for the fact that there are just, like, 0 hard answers to Transmogrant in the 75. And my opponent reached the point in the game where they could just have 2 mana open all game long. And just had a 4-2 attacking into my dragons and forcing me to chump block with things. And I don't know. I'm wondering if the deck wants like a couple Anoint with Affliction. As currently built. I am curious on your thoughts on that. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Yeah. I get that sometimes it doesn't matter. But the game I played, it felt like it single-handedly won the game. Like, the other cards my opponent was playing just didn't matter because I just couldn't remove it. It was a little bit frustrating. I really don't want to counter this. Because of the shift to red-black from Grixis, I think people still play it. Because there are still people out there playing Grixis, but also it's just like a fine aggressive card in some matchups. Like, I've even had red-black players keeping Transmogrant against me when I'm playing mono-white. Just because they all that really matters is trying to kill me as fast as possible. Which, like, I'm not convinced is actually good. Sometimes it looks pretty bad, but I've had times when it's like looked decent against me. Like, I think people just like the card. Which kind of prices you into respecting it a bit if your deck isn't able to answer it. Maybe I'm wrong though. I really hope we draw a land next turn. Another reason to add more curtains. Interesting. Oh my god, my opponent's playing so slowly, I am losing my mind. They're gonna completely murder me, and it's gonna use up less than 5 minutes of my clock and like over 15 of theirs. double queued or something, yeah. Wrong way to play mono red. Yeah, I kind of figure if you're playing mono red, you're just trying to get leagues over as fast as possible and crew those treasure chests nice and quick. Oh, it's not as 6 minutes behind. It's like 9. That card seems very hard to beat. Let's counter it. Ah, yes. Xander's Lounge. Yes, I'm playing this as a 2-2. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh, no, actually. Alright, please don't cast. I mean, that's pretty good too, but I guess it's not the broken thing. Oh, maybe Violet. That's possible. Starting next week, I'm gonna stop playing Standard on Magic Online anyway. And start just, like, playing against people I know to do testing. Oh, is that why they slow play? To, like, stop people on... Is that, like, an actual... Is that an actual thing? I definitely queued into a mono blue player the other day who was doing that. Yeah, this is potentially a very good card. Yeah, I might make it so that tomorrow is my final day of streaming Standard then, because I do want to do this green base RataBlade League that I said I would do. But I don't know what format the PTQ is, actually. How does win trading actually work? Is it actually positive EV? Wait, what? Seriously? I guess that makes sense. That's so awful, though. Alright, run out my dragon. How's this been today? It's felt fine. I'm like a little bit suspicious of it. God. Yeah, we got to do the infinite thing once, but it's definitely had some issues. That matchup felt stone unwinnable. The Rakdos matchup, someone cast Transmogrant against me, and that card seemed pretty unbeatable as currently constructed. Yeah, the deck felt totally fine. I'm definitely not excited about it based on the matches we played. Won some games because dragons are good. I don't know if we have won games because dragons are good. I guess we did against Domain. It kind of felt that the first game we won against Domain, we'd have won with pretty much anything. Oh, if it's Pioneer or Standard, you'll be in Minneapolis. Sick. Looking forward to seeing you there, hopefully. Yeah, we're like 1 and 2 at the moment. I'm gonna finish this tomorrow, I think. I'm like pretty wiped out today. I could really do with getting some more rest. I think the plan for tomorrow is I do a long stream. We finish off this league. We play Nor's Donation League with the green base RataBlade list. And then that's probably me done with Standard or Motor. I might like chill with some Modern next week or something. Take a little break and then just draft once the set's live. Didn't